you. So good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Buenas tardes from everywhere you're looking at and seeing us today. We are here with Sandrine Langlade, which is the Assistant General Manager. You're my Director of Sales as well, huh? Director of Sales and Marketing. You're kind of having a big role. You are here today to tell us a little more about your little treasure, huh? Pine Cay.
Yes. Well, hello, everyone. Thank you very much for taking the time to attend. Here you can see the picture behind me. So this is one small part of Pine Cay because we are a private island of 800 acres. As I was saying earlier on, we are very lucky. We don't have much wetland on the island. So it's all really a land with a lot of different little roads. It's all made of sands. We use golf carts and bicycles to explore the island, and that's what our guests enjoy doing. We have 3 lovely lakes of soft water on the island, and we have a Relais Chateau Hotel, so it's 11 junior suites, all facing the beach, and we have a 2 standalone cottages with a private day bed on the side. We have a table where they can have their breakfast, lunch, or dinners on request. This is why it's called Pine Cay, because we have these pine trees, and it's beautiful. When we have a little rain and you walk in that area of the island where they are mainly concentrated, it smells like the pine tree, so you feel like you could be in the mountain, or it's quite amazing. And it is protected by Florence, from Italy. It's conservation department, and they are protecting because this is quite unique. Next, in front of us, at the end of our long miles of beautiful beach, we have these amazing sandbanks. So they are called the sand dollar sandbanks because that's where usually we can find sand dollars. And we're very lucky because we can go by a paddleboard, by kayak, and it's amazing. I mean, it's so beautiful, and the colors obviously of the sea here are just it's stunning. This light turquoise. So this is we are going to take some new pictures because all our little tikis you see all around the pool have just been fully renovated, and now they have a beautiful new straw, and it's looking amazing. So I'm going to have some photographers and drone so we can have some new pics of Pine Cay, because it gives a very nice young look. So this is the we have the restaurant and the bar, the pool bar around the swimming pool. So our guests can choose. We have some sitting inside so these have been transformed. They were before set up for guests to come and read, but we noticed, or just to relax, we realized that they have so much space on their patio of the room or on the beach. They have their own private tiki that these were not used so much. So now they've been transformed into romantic tikis for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So this is the pool bar restaurant, which was built last year. And so we have a lot of seating. So now what is wonderful is that our guests who come for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, they can choose all the seats. We have a lot of tables not far from each other. So they enjoy, they started to meet, they enjoy making friends while they have their meals, or they want to be fully romantic alone, and then they choose the tikis around the pool or in the gardens. Again, the view of the bar. This is the beach bar, which is open all day. In low season, the sun is right in front of you. So it's beautiful, starting from usually May. And of course, from summer, the sunset is more like at 8 p.m. So we have a lot of guests in winter, in summer, who loves to spend, their cocktails and watching the sunset. This is open all day, and from there we serve every tiki. So when our guests book a room, they have their private tiki on the beach, meaning that you don't need to worry about having a lounger available. It is yours for your whole stay. And then we have a new app It's a Pine Cay app, so the guests, when they are on their lounger, can just order a drink. The message goes direct to the beach bar, and then they bring you the drink to your lounger. These are the tikis we use for the, we have a romantic beach tiki, and we have the beach private dinner. So this is the tiki dinner. And if they want the private beach, then we set up with some flowers. We do a full decoration on the beach for them. These are the pathways to the rooms. So this is our junior suite, our beachfront junior suite. So you can see it's quite a large room, fully air conditioned. They have a nice patio with inside patio with the fan. And then they have an outside terrace with loungers. There's a shower outside for when they come back from the beach. And then we don't see this one from the window, but right in front on the beach, you have your private tiki. This is the bathroom for every premium junior suite is set up the same way. A large open bathroom with a private toilet, an inside shower, and an outside shower. So these are the two standalone cottages. They have their own hammock, and they have on the side, they have a day bed with a little tiki on top of them and a table for meals. So this is the standalone cottage. You can see it's a proper large cottage. So it's bigger than the other room. And again, with the same system of the patio in the front and 3 showers. This is the bathroom shower. You see, you have the one inside and the one outside, which is fully covered so nobody can see you. So this is the view. Every room has this the same view towards the beach. Again, that's the private area of the 2 standalone cottage. So this is our new project that we are working on right now. It should be open early spring. We are building 2. So they're going to be beach house, 1 bedroom with a pool. So this is something very new for Pine Cay. You know, Pine Cay was bought and started to be built in 1970, was the first private club island in the Caribbean. And at that time, they had just a small generator, and we have natural wells, so we have water. And they were afraid, so when they started to build all the houses, we have 38 houses spread around the island. When they started to build them, they were afraid to run out of electricity, so they were not allowed to have air condition, and they were afraid to run out of water, so forbid of building pools. That's why Pine Cay is so different. We have extremely specified rules to maintain the island, and that's why 40 years later, Pine Cay is the same as what it was when they purchased it. They don't want Pine Cay to change. They want it to look, you know, they don't want construction on the beach. They want everything to look as beautiful as it was when they decided to develop it. So these 2 bungalows are our new project. They are just beautiful, different type of woods. There's a private bedroom. There's a private sitting area, which is fully covered, you know, by bay windows that you can open. And we have a new gimmick is we're going to have for the first time a bathtub, because that's something we didn't have. We only had showers. So we will have an outside, we have an inside bathroom and an outside bathroom, and the bathtub will be outside. And that's going to be beautiful. We have a small spa, 2 cabins. We use ILA, and we've been, our 2 therapists, one is from Bali, Indonesia, one is from Costa Rica. They've been fully trained by ILA main therapist for the last 2 years now. And this year we are extremely excited because we're coming up with 2 ILA signature treatments. One is they are called blessing, and one is the water blessing, and one is the other one is the love blessing. So it's going to be 2 hours treatment. It's something beautiful. They are being trained right now with the ELA trainer for the whole week. So when by next week they will be we will be able to start with our customers. We have 1 tennis court. We were talking, we've had so many requests. We were talking about seeing if there was a way to get in Providenciales someone who can do the line to do pickleball. So that's a project we're hoping to be able to move forward. So we have a yoga trainer. He has been slightly delayed with visa issue, but he's arriving at the end of the month from India. He worked for many years in the Maldives, a young gentleman, very pleasant. And so we're going to start hopefully by November 1st. In the morning we offer in the room rate, we include the morning yoga class, and he will be trying to do 2-3 times a week sunset yoga as well. That's we have sometimes requests for just couples. They want to do a small wedding, not bringing everyone, because they will have a bigger wedding at home, but they want to do something special. So we had done this trial on the sandbank in front of us, and that was beautiful. And of course, so our room rate includes it includes the full board à la carte. So we have, excellent, we have a French chef, but who's lived for many years in Japan and traveled also through the Caribbean. So, and he was at Sandy Lane many years ago, and Jumbie Bay as well. So he is, bringing a very nice choice of menus, and that we have included in our full bowl. We have new pastry chefs. We do all our pastries. We do all the Danish, the croissant. We do the bread, the ice cream. Everything is done on property. So we have being a relais chateau, we have a very good offering of these. And the beauty, these are the reef bowl. It's a project our owners did like 10 years ago. They built this reef to, to grow the reef again. And now it's along one of our beach, and it's a beautiful site, because obviously now a lot of things have been growing. Very often you can see a ray, or you can see turtle and different fish, and coral is growing on them. So it was a wonderful idea to do this project. So the beauty of our room rate is that it includes, as I said, the meals. We provide 2 large bottles of water every day in the room for our guests. We have water fountain at the 2 bars. So when the guests arrive, they are given a water bottle, a new one, and they can use it during their stay. It's a gift for them, and they can refill, water, which is always aromatized with different herbs or fruits. So the only thing which is not included in the package is just the cocktails and the wines. Our room rate includes daily, 6 times a week. We have a boat going to the barrier reef, and that's included in the room rate. You can take 12 persons, and we take them for snorkeling, and that's for 2 hours. So it's a beautiful experience. We also have different spots on the islands where you can do the kayaking, and we have paddle boards. We have now water bikes, which is also something quite a nice exercise on the water. And so we have also fishing line. We have baits. It's beautiful, the mangrove, which is right next to our aquarium at the end of Pine Cay. So we take our guests to do, a group tour, and if they want, we can do a private tour on request. That's with obviously an extra fee, but it's beautiful. I mean, these are channels inside the mangroves, and they are breeding ground. So you can see sometime baby sharks, baby turtle. That's where everyone goes to hide to breed their babies. So it's a beautiful experience. I always say it's a National Geographic experience. This is what we call the aquarium, because that's where the end of Pine Cay, got connected to Water Key by the beach from a long time ago in the 60s, apparently. A hurricane brought the sand, and then now we have little forest and we are attached. So that means our guests can walk kilometers every day. We have a lot of guests who love walking early morning on the beach, and they have kilometers of a very large beach to explore. And from so now it's like a closed bay on that side. So that's where we keep a lot of the kayaks, so we can start the exploration from there. And it's also a very good spot for fishing. And you can see there's a small table at the end, at the point, and that's where we can organize on request, obviously with an extra fee, beautiful sunrise, private breakfast. It's a great experience. So Pine Cay has a runway, but no commercial jets are allowed on our runway. Unfortunately, you have to go to Providenciales. Private plane, like if we have a guest, like now we had an inquiry from a gentleman, he wants to come with his own plane. He could land on Pine Cay and leave his plane. The only thing we explained to him is that we do not have a proper custom, because we are so small, we do not have a custom department and fueling. He was asking if for an extra fee we could bring custom the day he would be arriving, to help him not stop in Providenciales. We are working on this. We got this request yesterday, so we are working on that. But otherwise, we work with Caicos Express Airways, and our front desk would be sending you the rate, and it's not a scheduled flight. We have each time to charter the plane, and but it is 5 minutes flight from Providenciales. So when your guests arrive at the airport and they are in a hurry to go to the heat and the sea, and then it's a wonderful experience to jump on the plane and come. Otherwise, we transport our guests by we use our boats and the taxi from the airport. So it's 15 minutes from the airport to Blue Haven Marina, where we have our boats, and then it's a 15 minutes boat ride to Pine Cay. That's the start. I mean, in the evening, because we are so small, we do not have lights around the island, like, fully lighted all the time. So we have amazing skies. I mean, it is really beautiful. And we have guests. You know what they do? They take a blanket from the room. They sleep on their lounger at night to experience the sky and like if they were camping, or something that you don't have so many places in the world now where you can do that safely. So they want the experience.
Thank you very much, Sandrine. I was there, last year before we start working together. And it's exactly as you said, the water is incredible, the same color that what you have behind you. And the food was amazing. So I cannot imagine to have now a mix of a French, Japanese, Caribbean with your new chef. That's going to be outstanding. I also like the fact that you're so close compared to other resorts. You're the quickest to reach, with your 5 minutes or 20 minutes by boat. So
yes, and very convenient, obviously. But so what we've been now for nearly 3 years on Pine Cay. What we've been really trying to do is that once our guests reach Pine Cay, we keep them busy with so many different experience, adventure, or if they just we have guests, they just come to read and they want to be totally in peace. But we try that they don't need to go and book, like boat tours, or because we already offer them to, it's in the room rate. So it's an excellent value when you put, everything together. And that's what we're trying to make them enjoy. So, when they leave from here, it's full of, like we say, it's full of experiences, create emotions, and they are full of memories. And we have a lot of guests writing saying, I can't wait. I'm already dreaming about my next trip, to come here.
I think it's very special. And also, if I remember, I was my computer, I said, Christian, the general manager, was saying, you can leave your computer on the beach under the palapa. I'm like, where can I leave a computer? And nowhere I would leave a computer, but you can leave your computer in Pine Cay.
Yes. In fact, you know, because we're private, we don't even use keys for the rooms, except if a guest would like. We have a safe in the room. We always recommend to leave, you know, your wallet and valuables, because, you know, obviously you should not tempt anyone. But normally we don't use and that was always Pine Cay, was that we never used room keys. We have keys because we may have a guest who was, you know, not, he prefers to have his keys, so we give it to him. But none of our houses lock. And, you know, that's how it's been always. And now you came up with a very good point that I forgot to mention. We have excellent internet. We have a tower on Pine Cay with a flow and oh, I forgot the other one, the local provider, the Caribbean provider. We have Flow and another big provider. And so we have excellent internet all over the island. So that's wonderful.
Also, another little story that when I remember I went on my own with a golf cart and everything, and at some point I didn't really remember back to the hotel. So I stopped at the marina. Immediately, somebody stopped what they were doing. They jump on their own golf cart and they bring me back to your hotel. And you know, well, I'm not a kid, but if you're a family and you're afraid that somebody get lost, everybody is in it together. You know, they help each.
Yes.
And that's amazing that somebody quit his job to just go and, you know, doesn't ask for a tip or anything. He went right back, you know.
It is, you know, Pine Cay is it's like a big family. Some of our homeowners are fourth generation already. You know, they were part of the development originally. And you know, our homeowners, for example, they treat everyone as a big family, and they love, you know, everyone is busy they love to do bits and pieces in their house when they come here. And but they love at 6 p.m. and earlier in winter, obviously, because we change time, they love to be at the bar and they are just looking at how many hotel guests are here. We want to meet them. So there is a very nice, you know, feeling every evening at cocktail that everyone mingled together and they love. So they tell them all the stories about Pine Cay, how it all started. And so, you know, there's a really nice ambience and conviviality.
The safety feeling, the community was really important.
Yes.
Feel it right away. I mean, I didn't stay like 2 nights. I was there, huh? So,
yes.
Sandrine, I see some question. Alejandro is asking, no more hurricane. Is the season over?
Well, we you know, they were saying, and I must say I agree. I've never seen you know, storm that late. I mean, we were very lucky because the storm did not come. It turned down to Cuba, so we had nothing. In fact, we were all waiting, like we had closed everything. Nothing came on us. But the next day, we got this major thunderstorm last night. Not last time, the night before. When it turned back, you know, through the Bahamas, we got like all the leftovers, but that was it.
Yeah.
I would say normally I've always seen a hurricane I've lived a long time in the Caribbean because, you know, with my husband, he started working at Sandy Lane. My daughter was born there and she's now becoming 17. So we were like, it was like nearly 20 years ago, we were at Sandy Lane. We've worked in Grenada because we did the pre-opening of Silver Sands. We did the Christopher in St. Bart's. We were in Antigua, in many other islands. We did a project. So I've never seen such so late, you know, this type of storm. Everyone was very surprised. It's usually September and early October. But this year, you know, you saw everything has been extremely. Yeah.
So Marie is asking, is there a current issue with sargassum?
No, we don't. We're very lucky. We don't get sargassum.
That's what I didn't see any there. And she also wants to know if there is a drink package available. I guess alcohol.
So that's something I would like to do in low season because, you know, we have a lot of amateurs of different wines. You know, our menu, if they contact us, we can send them our, you know, prices for list of drinks. We are extremely well, we don't have crazy prices because obviously there's no shop on island except the hotel. And so, you know, obviously we want our guests to to consume and not kill them with crazy prices. So we are conservative, very conservative.
Anne is saying bonsoir from Mallorca. I'm happy you'd made it. Marie P, she said she would like more info on the transfer and taxi and boat. Is that included in the rate?
So if the guests stay 7 nights and more, it is included. It's a shared boat and shared taxi included in the rate. For smaller stays, it is not included.
All right. Julie, is there private homes on the island?
So we have, I was just going to mention it, that, out of the 38 houses, we have 5 large houses. There are 3 or 4 bedrooms, and one is a beautiful apartment, which is on, you need to climb the stairs to go upstairs to the apartment. It's like built on stilts, and it has an incredible view. It was finished last year. And so I call it the deluxe studio, because it's one open room with a huge terrace. And that's now for rent, except the owner will be using it from December 22nd until end of February only. And before and after it will be for rent. It's beautiful because when you enter, it's a very large room with a sitting area, a mini kitchen where, imagine you have a microwave, you have a dishwasher, but you don't have a proper oven to cook, because we sell a package for meals. A lot of guests they don't want to cook, so then they can benefit from the same package that is included in the room rate with the 3 meals. So meaning they come to the club every day for their breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And otherwise, so we have 5 houses. We have 2 4-bedroom and 3 3-bedroom spread around the island. And yes, we do rent them.
Melissa, message from Melissa. She said, it looks amazing. Thank you so much for your time and all this information. She's very familiar with Parrot Cay, and she would like to know what you feel is a different. Is it for a different clientele? She also would like the pricing, and if you see any big difference with Parrot Cay. Me, I know them, but I want your answer. I've been to both.
Well, just to tell you, we've had guests who did a multi-stay between, like, for example, going to Parrot Cay and then staying with us. We are so small. Our hotel is so small. Parrot Cay is much bigger. So he was telling me the examples was obviously, now I saw Parrot Cay is doing a full board offering, which is new. So before they didn't do that, but he was saying the most important is the number of people around the pool and trying to have a loungers, etc. We are more like a private club. We really cater to all your needs. Everything is custom made, because obviously we can do that with 13 rooms and 26 guests. That no other resort can do that, because they have a lot more people to take care. All our rooms have amazing view, and what he really loved was the private tiki on the beach that belongs to you for your whole stay.
Yeah, you don't have to run to get up early,
No.
to put your thing on it to reserve your space. So that's kind of priceless. Huh? Voilà.
And the prices, I think we are very good value. The difference is because, the other properties, they have different categories of room. They have the rooms in the garden with no view. So of course they are cheaper, but our rooms all have an amazing view. They're all, very large junior suites, and they include all the activities. Plus, just to rent a boat to go to the barrier reef is a fortune. Here a lot of things are expensive, and just offering that to take them for 2 hours snorkeling when they want, plus obviously the free yoga, etc. It's it's a value, I must say.
Can you give us the rates?
So the rates right now, the few days of October, we had a cheaper rate. So it's 1,650 plus 27%. That's the tax and service charge. But from November 1st, we're going to 1,850 plus the 27%.
And that's why this is also a big difference, I would say. There is no equivalence where you are on the beach. Huh? It's a kind of
exactly.
And alone, you have nobody on the top of you. You're not in a building. You're on the beach with your private tiki, and you're just below 2,000 for a night for 2 guests. Huh? So I think you have an amazing value included.
And everything is walking distance. That's very important as well, you know.
Yeah. Julie, if a guest has a yacht and want an island stopover on their trip, where is the best place for them to dock?
Well, it depends on we don't really do we don't open Pine Cay to outsiders for just for the day, except in low season. If we always check our occupancy, because what is the most important is that we keep our space and service and for our hotel guests.
Yeah.
If we get contacted by a yacht which is like docking out in front of Pine Cay, sometimes we have yacht docking. And then they would have to, and so if they contact us and we do say, okay, we have a day pass that we can sell, it's 450 US per person per day. That includes a welcome glass of champagne, the 3-course lunch, and then a lounger to, and use the facilities for the day. But that's only, we always checked our occupancy. And if we do have space, then they would have to take a smaller boat, or we can come and pick them up, go to our marina, and then the golf cart will come to take them to the club.
Thank you. Marie-P, you're asking one last question. Is there an age restriction? What is the room capacity? For example, a family of 4, 2 adults and 2 teens.
So the hotel does not welcome children below 12. And so, of course, if you have a family with children of 11, which are like, them and they're extremely, well behaved, etc., then of course we would say they are 12. But we only accept 2 persons per room, but we have 2 rooms which are connected by the patio. So usually they are used when we have a family request, but they need to take 2 rooms. And otherwise, so when we get requests for families, very often if we see that it's not matching the hotel, immediately we direct them to look at the houses we have available, because the house will welcome children below 12.
Of course, if you do a buyout, because the hotel is so small, so then you can have children, babies, anyone of any age group.
Yes.
Voilà. So Jennifer, you're asking the minimum age, so we said that. Minimum night stay.
So the minimum is 3 nights.
3 nights, and the minimum age is 12. Does anyone go to Provo for a meal or afternoon, given that it's so close? That's a good question.
Sometime we may have a request, but very often the guests who want to explore Provo will take a multi-stay. For example, very often I've seen guests going to Rock House, after us, and the guests who come to Pine Cay are usually the ones who have been to Provo before, and they really come for the tranquility. There is no noise on Pine Cay. It's very strange at the beginning when you arrive, because there's no cars, there is no pollution. So that's what they're looking for.
So all the rooms have AC?
Yes.
The gym, we don't have a picture of the gym, but you have a gym.
No, that's true. I will try to get.
I was just thinking about it, Jennifer, when I saw your question. It would be nice to show a gym picture, starting.
So we have a small, fully equipped gym with really nice equipment. You know why we don't really think so much about our little gym? Because people come for kilometers of beach, and it is there, like, not many hotel guests use the pool as well. They come, they say our pool is our sea, because we have the best, we can say the second best beach in the after Grace Bay, the second best beach in Turks and Caicos.
Wow. All right, so the starting price, Jennifer, yes, we spoke about it, and 1,600 right now. That's what you are for the opening.
1,650, yes.
15. Lisa, I have a request for a couple in their 60s looking for the last minute second honeymoon. Arrival the 24 or the 25 for 7 nights.
Of
December.
For December?
Yeah.
October?
December 25.
December.
Yeah, you have one.
For 7 nights. Well,
You have one. You have one, you said.
No.
Huh?
Yes, I think we should be able to, if she would like to send her an email to reservations with an S.
I'm gonna take care of it as soon as
Okay.
I will email Lisa, copy the reservation and so on. Huh? And voila, she said, so good to see you, Sandrine, and you, Dominique. Are you open all year long, Annelies?
No. So we are reopening tomorrow, 24th of October, and we will close towards the third week of July.
Right.
We always, because we're so small, we cannot do any work in the hotel or on the island during the high season, because obviously you would hear the noise, it would disturb the other room. So we always close for 3 months because we renovate everything, repaint the whole resort.
Oh, that's good. Jackie, do you have a full island buyout? How far in advance do we need to reach out to ensure that there is no other bookings?
I would recommend to, for example, the best time for us for buyout, it's really low season. It starts from May until July, and it's from end of October until December.
Right.
I would recommend. So now we still have some days which are not booked, in May, June, or July. So I would say it's at least nearly a year in advance, but probably 8 months. It's like now for next low season is could still work.
Melissa is asking, is it catered toward adult only, kids welcome, or just in the homes?
For the buyout,
General.
general.
Yeah.
No. So the children are allowed to come around to the restaurant and obviously around the pool. The pool has specific time because guests dine around the pool for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, meaning that the children would not be allowed to. They will only use it, like between meals. The pool, the sea, obviously, it's open all day. We take them on the snorkeling. I mean, they can join all the kayaking, all the activities. So it's really just the swimming pool, and obviously the restaurant. We would not sit them at the pool bar restaurant. We would put them. We have large tikis where we have family table, which can take more guests. So we would put them, on the side alone, so they are, they can do what they want, and it doesn't disturb anyone.
Request for what is the price for high season, like January, March?
So the high season, let me just remind, as we are opening, I
think you're like
prices
2,000.
But, for example, if I'm looking at from the 6th of January until the 30th of April, the premium beachfront junior suite is at 2,200 plus 27%. And the luxury cottage is at 2,600 plus 27%. So you can see the high season is extremely well priced.
Yes, I think so too. Everybody, when I present, say for Turks and Caicos, you have great rates, and the rates are for 2 guests, of course. Last question, Alicia is asking, what are your minimum nights over festive?
7 nights.
7 nights, huh? Voilà. And Alicia, that there is one already available from Christmas and New Year, and then we have some New Year only. We have that. Perfect. And then
yes, one cottage for which is the lady was coming for more than 7 nights, so it's a good availability. And then the premium beachfront from the 28th, and then we have few rooms available for Christmas only.
Yep.
So then, of course, once we have gaps, to fill, we can take less than 7 nights, like if it's only for Christmas.
Perfect. Okay. So thank you very much. So we went a little above the 30 minutes, but I hope everybody found it most interesting. Lisa, we're going to send you immediately your request so you can grab this last Christmas, New Year cottage available. No? Alejandro, thank you for the information regarding one room available. All right. So that's going to be a race. Huh? All right, guys.
Yes.
Thank you so much
Well,
again.
thank you. Thank you very much for your time.
Sandrine will send you an email. She will attach the recording and maybe actually list the availability as well. And think about Thanksgiving is available, especially if you're not from the US. Thanksgiving is still a normal time to sell for the rest of you who are not based in the US. Thank you, everyone, and thank you for all those. Thank you, and look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye. And thank you very much, my dear Sandrine. I'm going